17 years. That's how long I shared my life with the woman I thought was my soulmate. We built a life together, had 3 beautiful children, and shared dreams of growing old side by side. I had always believed in monogamy, one woman, one lifetime. For me, she wasn't just my wife, she was my dream, my everything. But dreams have a way of turning into nightmares. Throughout our years together, I was content. Women had tried to flirt with me, sure, but I never gave them a second thought. My heart belonged to her, and I wanted to protect our marriage at all costs. But life had other plans. The first crack in our perfect life appeared years ago. I discovered she was having an affair with a married coworker, no less. It wasn't just a one-time mistake. No, this was a calculated, ongoing betrayal that lasted for years. And when I confronted her, she cried, begged, and promised it was over. I forgave her, not because I was weak, but because I believed in second chances. I wanted to give her, and our children, the stability I never had growing up in a broken home. But forgiving someone doesn't mean you forget. The doubt, it lingered. And then, just when I thought we had moved past it, it happened again. A fling this time, with an old high school boyfriend during a visit to her family out of state. It broke me. We separated briefly, and yet, like a fool, I let her back in. I told myself it was for the kids, for the home we were trying to build. But deep down, I knew that trust was a fragile thing, and ours was already shattered. For 4 years, things seemed fine, or at least, that's what I told myself. But 2 months ago, my world came crashing down again. It started with a message, a single message that would unravel everything I thought I knew. It came from the wife of one of my best friends. She had evidence, screenshots of texts, late-night messages, hotel plans. My wife wasn't just betraying me. She was having an affair with my best friend, the man I trusted like a brother. I couldn't believe it. This was someone I had laughed with, worked with, trusted implicitly. And yet, behind my back, he and my wife had turned our lives into a twisted joke. I started digging, call logs, credit card statements, even her work schedules. What I found, it was worse than I could have imagined. Hotel rendezvous, secret lunch dates, even plans for a weekend getaway. They didn't even try to deny it when I confronted them. My wife's excuse? She was lacking in our marriage. She envied how he treated his wife and felt neglected by me, so she sought comfort in the arms of my closest friend. The worst part? She offered to let me see other women casually if it meant I'd stay, as if that would fix anything. As if our marriage hadn't already crumbled into dust. But here's the thing. I'm not staying. Not this time. The trust is gone. The love is a shadow of what it once was. And now I'm left with the pieces of my life, my marriage, my family. I'm staying for now because of our kids. They're still in school, and neither of us can afford to leave. But every moment in this house is a reminder of the lies, the betrayal, and the years I'll never get back. My children deserve better. And I deserve peace. Some might call me a fool for staying as long as I did. Maybe they're right, but this isn't about the past anymore. It's about what comes next. My wife thinks I'll never leave, that I'll always forgive, always stay. But she's wrong. The question now isn't whether I'll go, it's how I'll rebuild after I do. And when that day comes, I'll be ready. So here I am, a man torn apart by the choices of the people he trusted most, and yet somehow I'm still standing. To anyone listening, I have only one piece of advice. Trust is sacred. Once it's broken, you can try to mend it, but the cracks will always remain. And sometimes it's better to walk away. But before you go, let me ask you this. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? Could you forgive, or would you walk away? Leave your thoughts below.